like I was saying, most of my trades I step into slowly. There's never usually a reason to, jump in and buy a big position right away. Especially when the technicals aren't really confirmed yet, right? But we are seeing the McDye here roll over just like it did back last July. We're seeing the money flow kind of come off. So, and we've even seen here the high volume days now are on selling, not buying. So that's just one short I did, and I probably won't do any more unless I see something similar to this or start to see the actual market come off. I mean, the NASDAQ today is back up 88 points. So again, I think if I click here, we've seen we've moved right on to new highs. So it's hard to tell. But myself personally, I want to see how things play out with this coronavirus and some economic data, and I'd also like to see next quarter's earnings, see how they come out. As I mentioned last week, earnings have been flat now for 4 quarters, and then with the virus and that, it could be 5 some odd quarters, and the market can't ignore that forever. So, so that's one short position. Like I say, I haven't had much luck with that. I'll just have to see what does happen. One, as far as just general research for people out there, I've used this site years ago, and it's Yardini Research. Dr. Yardini, well-known economist in the States. He's written several books, worked for the Federal Reserve. He's got a PhD. He's worked for a lot of different investment companies. And he used to provide this information years ago, and then he went to work for an investment firm, and then none of this information was available. But now I see it's available again, and it's worth going to. The website is Yardeni.com, so YARDENI.com. I'll put that in the notes for the video too. And I like just browsing through sometimes, looking at different charts and different. A lot of these now I've made myself. I made a spreadsheet up, and I put. If you go to the Federal Reserve, they've made a lot of information available for download using what the Fed add into Excel. So you can set it up in Excel and press a button and download the data. So there's about 25, 30 charts I look at myself using my own spreadsheet. Talking about Excel, one of those programs you can't really do much investing without. I'll just delete all this. But for years I tried to make this as big as I can, because I don't know how this is going to show up. So I always wanted to have my portfolio be able to update it in real time. And you can see here on the left is all my holdings. And finally, with Microsoft Office 365, like the cloud version, and I don't know how long or when they made this change, but it's a lot easier than what it used to be to get real-time stock quotes. So all you have to do is come over to data, and I was talking about VRSN. So you either put the name in or the symbol. So just put the symbol in, VRSN, click enter. I'll put another stock in there, say GM. Then you could have 20, 30 in your list or whatever. Then just highlight them, go to data on the toolbar, then hit stocks. And once you get this, it looks like a Fed building here on the left, now it's linked to the data. And then you get a box on the top here, and you can just start adding different data. So for example, I hit here the price, and that gives me the current price. One thing I really like doing is I do change. So that's the change for the day. So the change times the exchange rate, so if it's US, I'd multiply it by 1.33 or whatever the current exchange rate is, times the number of shares. That gives me the change in dollars per day for that stock, and then if you sum those all up, that gives you a change per day. So if I go back to my portfolio here, and then go to data, I hit the refresh button, and well, today I'm up $4,500, so not too bad of a day, I guess. But so it's just a real handy feature that a lot of you probably know about already, but I thought I'd mention it. And the columns don't have to be side by side. For example, I've got some out here, and you just have to refer back to where it is, so that the companies are all in this column here, and that's column A. So for price, it's just A column, whatever row you have, in this case it's 8, and then .P price. So if you can put that in anywhere, and you'll get your price, so they don't have to be adjacent cells. So yeah, it's a really handy feature, and like I say, I've always wanted to be able to do that. So anyways, that's all I really got for this week. I'll try again, get another video out for next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.